Like that, it's happened a few other times, and yeah, it just cuts. I mean, to be fair, I have been playing for a few hours, but you know, there's been times where I end up not getting cut out after like 8 hours of streaming. So I don't know. But I took that chance to take a small break. And yeah, so I need to figure out if I want to do anything with this stuff. Yeah, this is kind of why I don't want to put my camera on here like this, because yeah, it just ends up covering something, no matter what. I'm gonna keep like paying attention and seeing if maybe maybe I can just find like a spot that's used the least, maybe. I mean, technically the bottom right, I think, is fine. It's just during certain battles it can be a bit of a problem.
Can you gather them up? What path do you want? Looks pretty tough. I see. A strong persona indeed. Done already? What? Do you need something now? Hmm? It is time, inmate. What do you want? Well then. Nice.
Hello. I see. Hello. I see.
What are your thoughts? Yo! Hey, hey! Alright, see you.
How can I help you? Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Doctor, does it matter who likes someone first?
What are you talking about?
There's a boy I like, but my friend told me that I have to let her have him because she liked him first.
Oh, that's not true.
Really? Then why did she say that?
Likely because she's jealous of you. Just be careful because it might result in pandemonium.
Pandemonium?
That girl's gotten a lot better. So much so, in fact, that now she's gossiping. Which reminds me, the new medicine will be completed soon. Your data has been extremely helpful due to your generic body type and bland health history. You've been a splendid guinea pig. I mean, participant. So, thanks again. By the way, how have I been doing? Have I been helpful? For your escapades with the Phantom Thieves, I mean. Come on, you and I both know that you were lying about needing to prepare for the entrance exams. I visited Oyamata in jail. A swing of fortunes like that could have only come at the hands of the Phantom Thieves. And to have it happen when it did, isn't the only logical conclusion to think that it's you?
I still find it incredibly bizarre that so many of the confidants are like, I figured it out. You're the Phantom Thieves. That's the only explanation. And it's like, you do know there's something called the fan website where anybody can put a name in there, right? Like, it's not like we only take the most important cases. It's like, no, you can look it up. Not a Phantom Thief. But instead you're like, you got me. Like, oh, okay. I mean, you could have actually given a totally reasonable answer, but I guess it's, to be fair, it is like the ultimate form of trust. Like, how could you be at a level 10 if you don't tell them at least the only secret that you have after they've told you all the secrets about themselves? But still, like, how do these people figure this out?
Is that so? Even though you asked... Well, I don't care. The point is that without you, I wouldn't have been able to complete my mission. I would have never finished the new medicine while I was being deceived by Oyamata, and I would have never met any of the townspeople. I bet the Phantom Thieves save people in need, just like doctors do, huh? So, I'll go out on a limb for you. I'll have even more powerful medicine ready for you. I trust that you'll use them appropriately.
I am thou. Thy bond shall become the thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of death, granting thee infinite power.
All right. All right.
I'm not gonna give them to you for free, though, so you better make some money in the name of justice. Now go. Take care.
Ah, you're back.
Haru. I'm not still, despite how she looks, Haru.
Please head to the exam room. I see. I've developed a fantastic new drug. You're about to experience my best work ever. I'm very proud of it. Okay, which one? Autumn is so boring. Should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. That should work. Thanks. You want that one? Here you go. You want a shot? Oh, forgot to eat yesterday. Oh, sorry, I'm just talking to myself. It's exceptionally effective. Thanks. Take care.
Let's do it.
Thanks. Hey.
And yet, apparently, if they went to court, there's no way Sojiro would win. It's like, oh, Sojiro learned this from so-and-so, and the kid is on his side. So then how would that guy ever win in court? And I think later it's even said, like, yeah, he wouldn't win at all. Like, this was all superficial, it was like a superficial problem that was fixed by doing nothing. Because it's like, I'm gonna pretend to be stupid. Okay, now I just realized how stupid I am. Problem solved. Like, he didn't even let her bathe. Like, what? How would this ever not be brought up in court? But, like, what expenses? It's like, oh, even back then he was whining about all of the damn expenses. Expenses like what? He's not feeding her or using any electricity or water on her, seemingly. So what expenses are there? I mean, I know that this is just like some crazy anime thing, because, like, I know he is gambling the money away and stuff like that. But, like, even like oh, I'm losing at gambling, so I'm gonna blame her, even though I'm not letting her eat and I'm not letting her. I'm making her sleep on the ground. Like, what? Like, there's so many parts to this. It's like, I don't know. I guess some places maybe You could have some crazy bad guardian who just does that stuff and they could somehow get away with it, I guess, but I don't know. Like, and then when Sojiro came and got her, like, why wouldn't he just call the cops and be like, hey, she's malnourished and shit? And then the cops just come, look at her, and they're like, yeah, this seems like a situation where child services comes in. Like, meanwhile, Sojiro's just like treating her fine. She always stays indoors, no problems. And then he gets hassled by child services for nothing. Like, in no, I don't know. It's very bizarre. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, even as an animeism thing, it doesn't make sense. They're just like, the injustice, but it's more like, why does this game have to have such dumb logic? That's the problem, in my opinion. But whatever.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm going home.
Like, this type of questioning is just like very bizarre, because it's like worrying about the person themselves would usually be a good idea, but then he's like, oh, I don't care about myself, I only think about Futaba's. And it's like, okay, then asking if I can help would probably be good. But then Sojiro's also like, oh no, I'm an independent, I can handle everything. So then it's like, okay, I guess is she okay? Like I actually think of those types of lines of questioning every time these come up. You know, just really quick. But like, sometimes it's like, well, the answer's obvious, and it doesn't make sense. And like the answer ends up being just like nonsense. It's like, wait, what? Like, I think there was like one for Akechi that was like, wait, really? It's like, I think like I answered the question and he even gave me a positive response back that all made sense and it should have been really great, but there was no points that went up. So it's like, wait, what did I do wrong then? It seemed like it was a perfectly reasonable response. So it makes me wonder, like, well, is there maybe a translation thing going on here that's like, well, a lot of these sound fine, but like it's because the translation fixed them to sound fine, when in reality, try to relax is, you should worry about yourself. Maybe that's what it said in Japanese, but they just said, oh, well, that would be selfish, so we'll put try to relax. But it's like, but then it's harder to pick which one. So again, like if I say this one, it's gonna be like, I can handle it all, don't worry, you're the kid, I'm the adult. And then this one's gonna be, again, you're the kid, I'm the adult, don't worry about me, kind of thing. So is she okay? Where do I win? Where the fuck do I win? Oh, but he appreciates it though. But not enough, apparently, to give me some points. So I don't know what I should have said there. At all. Like, and remember, as far as I know, there's the 0 points answer, the 1 point answer and the 2 point answer, I think, every single time. So this doesn't make sense at all. I don't know what the fuck to do. just deal with it, I guess. I don't know.
Phantom thieves have gone off the deep. I thought they were gonna change that CEO's.
Haven't people been saying they killed Principal I thought they were bad, but I never expected that.
Oh man, does this mean anyone who gets targeted is screwed?
Quiet down. I'll now be handing out your exam booklets. Well, shall we begin?
I kind of forgot that I even had the exams. Luckily I did save it, I believe, so. But yeah, I think the only way to get number 1 is by getting all the questions right and being at max knowledge too, of course.
Ooh, we can do this! Yep.
Ahem.
You're still rooting for the... You know they're murderers, right?
That doesn't mean that criminals should be left to do whatever they want.
Still, couldn't they have at least left the principal to the police? And I mean, did you see that press conference? No.
I wonder if Akechi-kun has been right all along.
He's so admirable, sticking to his guns even though so many people were against him.
That's enough. If you don't quiet down, I'll have to ask you to leave. Now, everyone.
Ooh, we can do this! Ooh, we can do this!
The Phantom Thieves have gotta be students here, right? Isn't this insane?
Now that you mention it, there was a guy in Shibuya who told...
For real?
Oh crap, you think so? I snapped a pic, so I should probably put it online just in case. I hope the cops catch him.
That would be amazing if that was Ryuji, but no.
Okay, class, let's get started.
Ooh, we can do this! Ooh, we can do this!
Okay, it looks like I got lucky. Because, like, some of those... Well, I think that there was, like, a few questions on there that, like... yeah, I didn't have to worry about for some reason. Yeah, I forget. Like, there was just, like, either science or logical questions, I think. Or math questions or something that like, those were, like, the way harder ones. Like, these were fairly recent, I felt. Like, one was a bit old. And the Sanson one was the guillotine. I still can't believe like guillotine is named after somebody named Guillotine. What? But I thought I heard that Sanson made it, so I don't really understand. But whatever. Looks like I did it on my first try. But like, it doesn't require that much memory, but I mean that 32 thing on the soccer ball. The only reason why that wasn't too hard was just because of like I could see that there was like 8-ish black spots, so then I knew that there was 4 others on the other side, so that's 12, and then 12 plus some number equals, like that's why 32 is like, yeah, 20 white, that makes sense, because there's more white than black. So I didn't even look at the other answers. For all I know, that some of them had like equal black and equal white or something. That would have been really obvious too.
Yeah, seems like it's for real this time. Seriously? I read the same thing online.
It's open. Welcome.
Huh? Excuse me? You have my thanks.
Well... Quite.
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
I see.
suppose plants do need... Oh, I know. You should go help Haru. I'll let the others know.
Oh, I'm not worried, it's just... Well, I mean, it would be nice... The source of my worries is given how unexpected the act, which means suddenly, but... Yes, I may be the president's... Because of that, lately they've been giving me advice on all the things I'm not in... It's clear some people only want to get on my good side. They try to sound comforting by saying things like, it feels like they're really only being nice so they can get their hands on... I never realized I'm sorry for ranting on about this matter. I feel as though doing so has helped me calm down a bit. The only people I've consulted up to this point have been employees. But I think what I really needed was someone closer to if it isn't... In return, what can I do? How about this? You know, gardening. A few years ago, I even managed to grow a tropical... To be honest, this is what I do when I'm alone. Oh, that's right. I stored some vegetables in the ref... You still have some time, yes? I grew these right here in these very planters and harvested them myself not too long ago. There's not much consistency to their colors. You'll find out once you eat them. It's mostly normal things like tomatoes and zucchini. They're definitely unique though. Speaking of which, I'd like to get Sakura-san's opinion on my vegetables. Do you think I could bring my next... The people there would only praise me, but I'm sure Sakura-san would give me an honest opinion. Would that be alright with... Really? I'll make sure this next harvest is particularly good. Well then, shall we head over...
Congrats on surviving midterm.
I think I'm screwed for real.
Gathering everyone's opinions in order to make that natural course of action a reality.
Again? It's...
More importantly, what's this you want to talk about?
You said that something was on your mind before.
The medjed that I banned wasn't the real one.
Huh? Aren't you the real one, though?
Oh, the guy who called himself medjed after me isn't the one from the other day.
What do you mean?
The code written by that guy the other day is different from any of the past medjed.
And...
A code is like your fingerprints. No matter how you try to disguise it, your own quirks appear in it. The one from the other day was all cut and pasted with no consistency. No skill at all.
But aren't there multiple people across the world that are part of medjed? Couldn't it have been done by someone that joined recently?
How do I put it? That code was so not done by anyone interested in cracking. At all. At the very least, there's no way it was an official medjed member.
So someone used the medjed name to provoke the Phantom Thief?
Could they have been doing it for fun? It was around the time our group started getting popular.
Wait a moment. What if it's the... Perhaps they used the medjed name to make...
What? That makes no sense!
I actually thought the same as...
Why is that?
Know how I just said that code... I found those same fingerprints somewhere
Where's that?
The Phantom Aficionado website. There were traces of it being illegally tampered with from the outside.
For real?
For summer vacation, the access counter was made to be much higher than the actual number. Same with the rankings. Particularly the time when President Okumura ranked first.
So then, the one who provoked the group, and the one who tampered with the...
I think I'm starting to see the big picture. Both medjed's provocation and the tampering of the website brought attention to us as a result. On top of that, our reason for targeting Okumura was influenced by the public and the perfect timing. and the perfect target.
It would all make sense.
So the culprit was planning to put the blame on us from the start? No way.
This is all hypothetical. But if all your deductions happen, that would mean we've been playing right into their hand for the past 2 months or so.
I mean, then...
There's no point in getting anxious over speculation.
This is why, like, I don't want to hear anything from Ryuji. Cause, like, he's just like, hey, we gotta do what the rankings tell us to do. It's like, what the fuck? Same thing with Mona. It's just like, oh, the rankings are there, so I guess we'll do whatever the rankings tell us to do, you know? And it's just like, sure is a good thing that the main character doesn't have any personality. like, there's a big problem when a group's leader doesn't have any leading capabilities. Like, maybe combat ability, like combat leading abilities, but not like strategic. What's our overall goal? What are we trying to eventually do? Like, are we trying to change the way people view? I don't know. Like, yeah, we're just trying to take out big targets, apparently. That's all they're trying to do. Like, oh, we're just trying to go after anybody who's doing something unjust. But the weird part is also, like, they never think for a second, like, hey, isn't our leader leaving, like, in a year? Because I think he's only supposed to stay there. His probation's only for a year, I think. So then it's like, well... Also, they don't explain, wait, why does he go back home when he could just stay here? Or no, actually, maybe he does end up staying here? I don't know, it's weird. It's really, really weird the more you think about it.
Regardless, we'll be falsely charged at this rate, and with murder.
But we don't even know who we're up.
Hey, you think we're falling into another...
Indeed, we don't. Even if this is the actions of a meticulous... We need to find clues.
Me? I was told you recommended this reassignment. Why would you choose someone as inexperienced as myself?
When the case of the Shujin principal was ruled a suicide, and you proved its connection to the Phantom Thieves. This is based primarily...
I'm honored.
The Phantom Thieves issue expectations are exceedingly high for us public prosecutors, as we are the executors of justice. Personnel and planning will be up to you on this case. You will also have the police under your command. I'd like you. You've yet to give an answer. Will you accept the task of eradicating the Phantom Thieves?
I will give it everything I have.
We'll have to prepare a higher position for you as well in the event that you succeed. I don't wish to apply extra pressure on you, but I assume your odds of success are high. Naturally, failure to accomplish...
Of course, I will live up to your expectations no matter what it takes.
That is all then. I expect good results from you.
I'm home.
Hi, sis. Should I warm up dinner for you?
No, it's okay.
How about a bath?
No need. I just came home to get a change of clothes.
Are you going to stay at work then?
I've been entrusted with a very important task.
You look awful, though. Aren't you tired?
As an adult, there will be times when you will accept an assignment for which failure. It's all over for me if I can't win this.
Still, if you were to collapse from exhaustion...
This is my one chance to get a promotion. I heard detectives have been coming to your school. That must make it hard to focus on your studies. Don't worry, though. It will all be over soon.
What do you mean?
I'm going to catch the Phantom Thieves myself.
Is that the important task you mentioned?
It's none of your concern.
Oh my god. Sis has her sights set on the Phantom Thieves, and on Shujin Academy in particular. This is bad.
Unless they know about the metaverse.
Oh!
Okay. Well then. Whoa. Hey, wait! Oh! Oh! Nice! Oh! Yeah!
Damned Phantom Thieves.
You were there today too, right?
Yeah. What do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that.
Maybe the rumors are true.
Okay, quiet down.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and... You two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah.
Those are the instructions the detective... Just don't say more than is necessary and...
Take a seat.
We're sorry to take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida? You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura? The more I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school? Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next.
I got so nervous, I almost stuttered a few times. I thought...
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip.
I hope you...
It was probably fine. Oh, it would have been done for if they saw how...
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was... Not to me. He looked like some...
I'm sorry for all of this.
That's not true.
It's not as though I hadn't now that it's become reality. We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right? Right.
It ain't your fault, Maku.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is.
I'm worried about the police too, but as...
We were so popular too.
Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings?
No, it's okay.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, try...
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this, no matter what happens.
Don't jinx!
They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay? Of course.
I'm trying to remember whether in the original game, these moments, like, you had to go straight to bed. Like, now you can, like,
Nice.
basically do anything that's inside the cafe. But I think I remember thinking that the original game was kind of really, really horrible at sticking you in your room and then saying, you can't do anything today. And it was like, what? Like, you already took up half my day. Now you're telling me you're taking up literally the entire day? It's like... I don't know. But yeah, I don't remember whether you could still do stuff in these types of situations. I think that you couldn't.
Oh, you want to do it? Yes! Now, let's carry out our plan. Whoa. Nice going!
All right. All right.
Well then.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned. Still, I'm truly
What's going on?
Do you know this one?
This is it.
Correct.
Nice going!
Damn it.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep...
Goro Akechi. This one too.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be It's like they never accepted us. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. He came to help us. Come on, leader. Can you tell him too? Aren't you taking this
Whoa, look.
the axe? And they're...
So now they're accusing...
God, this is so...
We have the result. First place is Goro Akechi.
What?
What are you so surprised for?
Serious?
It's because of...
We're the ones count...
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but...
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything? It's not that I don't trust...
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should... I hope she finds something.
Hey. In response to the police identifying the Phantom...
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and... I wonder why the sudden change. What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that. By the way, you haven't been... I heard the police... As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Good evening. What? Actually... It's terrible. However...
Makoto, has Nijima-san told you any...
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to... I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real? Weren't you talking about
But without a powerful source of intel, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel?
Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that. Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves. I think he said that knowing for certain that the
Still, there will be so many other students at the school fest.
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Okay then. Is everyone else...
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply...
Hold on. How are we even gonna get in touch with him?
For real? Could you send that my way, please? I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say...
Now's no time to be...
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says, let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any...
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hey!
Phantom Thieves got too cocky anyway. Searching all along, facing while alone. Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade, hide in both face and mind. I'll wait for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter.
What would you like?
Man.
You got time right now? All right then. Thanks.
Good morning. Well... No.
Hey.
Oh, yes. How about you? This is it. Right.
Nice going! Hey!
All right.
Welcome home. You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Nijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido? It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these phantom thieves run amok. And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform, answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible, is my natural duty.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals. Thieves on the loose. We must resolve this problem. And I assure the people of...
What are you standing there staring off into... Standing here is my job.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forward. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature. If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs. I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. Wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer. Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Oh, honey.
Well then. Shit. Ugh.
Ugh.
All right.
Well then.
You would think that she'd like a jokey answer, but of course not. Nobody likes jokey answers. Everybody in Japan is serious.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place, Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here.
Acting like normal.
What do you normally do?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out? Like...
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me.
You're so laid back. There's a possibility.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed.
Don't let your guard...
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be...
Oh.
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did...
I want to go around with everyone.
This'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately.
Shall we head off to the stands then?
Guys who say stuff like that tend to get...
To the refreshment stand! I know a great... Follow... This is the...
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your class's stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it? It's like a deserted island here.
Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell? Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible!
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that!
Ryuji, you're making... Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
We'll have that, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi.
All thanks to the...
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to...
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Oh, true. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens. You are so carefree. Does it mean that you have no... Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi...
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
Lies. I heard a microwave go off.
Well, it's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient?
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Dude, don't tell me the...
It's like going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
But...
It's fine.
It's quite the...
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... Oh, my stomach. It burns.
Are you okay? Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love, spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Well then, I'll see you, tomorrow.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some
But did he truly come to... This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him... I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things. So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki.
I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
What would you like to do now, Haru?
I appreciate the gesture. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to
I have to. What will his next...
Oh? Let's head back.
Yes. I... Quite. Indeed.
Hold on.
How about it? Well then. Well, I see. Indeed. Thank you. Oh, yes. I... All right. Thank you.
Well then. Oh!
A mirror right in front of me. That's where I found an empty glass.
Oh!
Reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need them.
Okay. Well then. Oh! Oh! Okay. Nice.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of...
I feel kind of bad considering how many people...
We'd appreciate if you... It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your act...
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Are you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Your comment just now, does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down.
He's lying, right?
But if it's the truth...
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion. so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
It's quite the confidence you have. If you're so certain, then very well. I'd like to ask you then, who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay? Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
What do you want to talk about?
No! That's gotta be shopped!
I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes? Wouldn't all of you know more about it than me? I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Dude, it's the nav.
When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you. So, you admit it then. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case, but to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat. I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, and we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure. And those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
A deal?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you, along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
Say what you will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sai-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sai-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sai-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though! And we're still going to be arrested?
You'll be found guilty if you're caught. And it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
I see. I thought I was making a lot of concessions myself. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. You should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted in. My business is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. But I'll have to end things here.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just...
He's got evidence on us. I really...
Damn it!
Calm down.
How am I supposed...
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
Similar occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered. He had received a calling card.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well.
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
The post-festival party is about to begin in the gymnasium. Please join us, everybody.
Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so...
Huh? Senpai, aren't you going to the post-festival party? Then why don't we go together? Festivals don't come around every day, so we may as well enjoy it while we can. It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition. The Student Sharing Special! But, before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down! Now everybody, join in! Don't fall behind the dance club, find your stuff!
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it! Very impressive, Senpai.
Now that you're all warmed up, let's switch up the music!
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask.
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something. Just wait here and watch what happens.
Yo, who's that? Huh?
was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there. Thank you.
Wow, that dance was amazing.
I know, right? It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going. Thank you. I'll be all right, though. The post-festival party was so much fun, especially with you. See you soon!
But I thought the post-festival party had already just ended.
All right, that was everybody give them a...
I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about what... Yes. I was looking forward to this party, so we should enjoy it.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition. Round of applause.
Sharing? I never knew we had such an event.
No, I'll just have to pick someone.
Oh, he's going to choose? I wonder who it would be.
How about that fluffy-haired girl over there? I choose you.
Huh? Is he... looking this way?
Well then, come on up.
He's talking to me, isn't he? I can't do that.
Come! Everyone's waiting!
Well, I'm going.
And your name is? Wait, you're a Kumura-san?
Yes. She's looking at me.
I'm sure you're, still grieving. My, deep...
Oh, please don't worry.
So,
Something to share. I have too many things.
Here, let me give you a question then. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students?
Huh?
Oh?
Man, he's going in for the kill.
I mean, they are, your father's killers. We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you...
Well...
Now this is drama! A boy caught in the throes of bittersweet youth! A stunning confession of love!
Really? Wow, way to go!
I think it was him!
Wait!
So, Akumura-san, what's your relation to this guy?
That wasn't what we were talking about!
My, she's quite flustered. Is this a hot scoop? But I'm a gentleman. It hurts my heart to bully such a sweet girl. Well, did you all enjoy our blushing beauty? Thank you very much, Okumura-san.
Just when it was getting interesting.
MC, do your job.
post-festival party is finally over. It turned out to be more like an interview party, huh? I still can't believe you said that. Huh? Right. At any rate, I'm not sure what I would have done without you. Thank you for saving me. You're a mysterious person, but you're so reliable. I think the two of us will get along quite well in the future. As they say, who knows what may lie ahead? For now, I'm worried about what happened with Akechi-kun. But I have to say, my first post-festival party was quite fun. Though, I guess it's my last too. Here, I'd like you to have this. I bought it earlier. Now then, let's go home.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
Taba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves. They're saying whatever they... So?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end.
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before, if you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. I'll make myself clear again.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what. Oh, one more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I? Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Well... Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. If this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too, but still. Really? When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere, and even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
Yeah, I helped them by putting their names on the fan website, since I was one of the first people to see the fan website. But whatever, nothing.
So, can I assume that you admit to it? You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
That's not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole? Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you? Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, Basically, I've been sheltering a phantom thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom.
Wait, killed?
She was killed. I remember it now.
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal. Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like it'd somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted all big, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
I mean, why would you be at fault, Sojiro? It's obviously the one who killed Mom.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win. Don't you get it? If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right? We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
Phew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Oh, I'm tired. We're gonna... Hey, hey! Oh. Yes! Sorry. Hey, wait! Hey!
What else should I be?
Yep.
Please don't take off my mask.
Yep.
Revealing dawn.
Yep. Nice. Yep.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it. I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen? That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's all I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right? I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief.
Did you see that reward? With this, the Phantom Thieves of... Exact that will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so...
We're finally being treated as
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up.
Remember the part where Ryuji was like, we have to tell everyone we're the Phantom Thieves? Like, he thought this wouldn't happen if he told everybody? I'm like completely lost. It's like, oh no, he was just saying those words, but he didn't mean them. Even though he said them like practically every day. But we're the Phantom Thieves. We gotta tell everyone. What's the point of being a Phantom Thief unless you can be popular with it and tell everybody? I was like, and then here's what he's like, man, this feels so unrealistic. Criminals get caught, get thought after by the police? Who'd imagine? Like, what?
How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on...
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were...
No, because of Yusuke and I. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too, considering what happened with the rankings? Only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap
Cheap? There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What? And...
I'm sorry. This was all because all I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly...
Haru? It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is...
Ryuji! Taking out your...
Hey, what is...
It's probably... I was so caught up in making a name for her. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because...
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves.
Yeah. We'll be in deep water, however...
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have...
Are we really a match?
Should we... I mean, things might get worse forever.
Hey.
Yeah. Running away with our tails, we'd be dumping...
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely.
Looks like we're settled on what we... Yeah.
Hey, being framed and I lost. It is, maybe I want, it made me, I called, thanks. Oh, see ya.
We've reached a crucial... There's no point fretting about it. Okay. Nice.
Searching all along, confessing quite alone without the clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. I post masquerade, hiding.
Okay. What's up? What's up? Hey! Hey!
Where have you been?
Okay.
Oh!
Oh! Okay. Nice.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want. Only now does the government speak of taking counter. The government as it stands has been... We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit
Please keep the...
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
We don't care about that self-gratification? What's that mean? He just told you they're gonna make up evidence, and that's her response. It's like, oh no, they're starting to just create evidence, fake evidence. We don't care about that self-gratification. What the fuck's that mean? While I'm talking right now, I'd like to mention that, like, everything Shido says, there's actually, like, no problem. The weird part is that we just don't know what the fuck he would actually do. Because it's like, okay, yeah, everything he says, like, it kind of makes sense, especially in Japanese society where nobody takes charge, like, ever kind of thing, especially in government, because, like, then you're, oh, what are you, you know, again, like, it'd be like you're gonna become, like, the World War II Japan, like, kind of dictator, monarchy type of thing. And that's what they don't want to be like. But then again, if the government is looking this bad, then, you know, people wouldn't mind switching over to a different government, I guess. I mean, maybe. Probably not, but maybe, I guess. But, like, everything he's saying sounds fine. So it's just weird where it's like, oh, so the only problem with what Shido's doing is just that he's just got all these hidden agendas. But anybody could have had hidden agendas. It's like, oh, you know, once they stopped Shido, oh yes, we stopped him. He was so evil, right? But whoever they would vote in instead could potentially be just as bad. And perhaps more importantly, like, I'm sure this game will address it, since the original game never addressed it. But like, in the original game, I believe Shido ended up not getting, like, forced out of office. which kind of makes some sense because it's like, well, he had just got voted in. So then how many months would it take to just like unvote him? But then again, I guess he could just step down. So I guess there's that. So that's kind of weird. But like, wouldn't it be better if he stayed in office as somebody who had a change of heart? Because the idea is that anybody who has had a change of heart is now like pure good, right? Like it's never really addressed. You would think their hearts changed, therefore they should be a good human being, therefore they're trustworthy now, right? But instead, all they want to focus on is, well, are they getting their punishment though? It's like, yeah, but does punishment matter when you could instead have them... Wait a second, my cat's in front of the TV and my... Okay, got lucky there. Like, wouldn't it be better to have them not go to jail and instead, you know, imagine if they ended up helping the Phantom Thieves throughout the game or something like that? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, these people who had a change of heart are every bit as good, or perhaps even more good, than the Phantom Thieves themselves. Yet they're acting like, oh man, I can't forgive him for what he's done. It's like, yeah, understandable, but is he even that person anymore? Like, he's so far at a point where he would never go back to what he was before, right? Like, that's how much he's changed. But this game doesn't really care about that type of thing.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police...
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
Completely... My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation.
So that's what...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean...
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So.
Makoto.
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us? Yeah, like how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart? Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and...
I'm sorry, everyone.
Wasn't Makoto act... Well, regardless, it all...
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation? No. If this villain does exist in a setting, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
Am I crazy, or didn't Akechi just... He was the one that came up with it. But then he's like, I don't remember. What are you talking about? ... It's like, what? Didn't Akechi just say this? He's the one that brought it up, right?
Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat.
Justice! I wish that he would just scream that at the top of his lungs, just like, ah! We'll win in the end. It's like, well,
I'm
okay,
amazed.
he's crazy. Never mind.
It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out. Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point, no, someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you. No, I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with... Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
What's this favor you need?
We'll be going to Nijima's palace. So I want things like her work ethic and relationships. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too. Don't fall for it. Also, I may be... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me fit. So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
What the fuck did I just hear?
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
What the that's really fucked up to say. It's like, oh, like the only way you could say that and actually believe that is if you somehow just believe the government's so corrupt that the courthouse like has no actual legitimate function. Like, oh, all they do here is put away people who want to be free, who they're just holding people back from doing what they want to do, like murder and stealing and other things like that. It's like, what the fuck? That's really fucked up. That's like, that might be one of the most fucked up things I've ever seen. I'm actually gonna screen cap that. That makes literally no sense. And I mean, by no sense, I mean, it makes no sense that a good guy would say that. Like, yeah, if the villain said that, makes sense. Perfect sense. But even if these guys are going against society, it doesn't change the fact that they're not murdering people. So if murder is still bad, then how can you say the courthouse is bad? When the courthouse catches murderers, like, what? You know, connections here. What? I don't understand what's happening.
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time...
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then? Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was...
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse.
I often hear her call it a place of competition, and
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort.
Conditions have not been met.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Conditions have not been
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then!
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but...
We played cards during the school trip.
Conditions have not been met.
What else is there?
it must be a casino.
Candidate found.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
Beginning navigation.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
Courthouse.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must... Wait, I always look like this. I'm special! Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though. Whenever I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using their real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into... Now then.
finally, I have my team. It just took the whole game. I guess for the Kasumi stuff, I don't know. It depends how that stuff usually works. But the only thing is that I do need somebody with a nuke skill, but you know, I'll wait till it's Rhea dying or something.
All right, let's get moving.
Wait!
Okay.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much.
Ah, yes. In addition to...
That probably didn't make much sense because of all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. Considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba, and people may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time? I wonder if you were as nervous as I am now during your first attempt at this.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
So why did everybody like get the nervous thing around them when he was getting excited and stuff? I don't understand.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous.
I'll look at the rest later, but this shit's fucking awesome.
I can see it. Focus.
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not— You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get after her, Joker.
Focus.
The effect of the cognitive world is weak here. There may be a safe room close by.
A chest!
Somewhere.
Joker. We don't know what may be waiting for us. Let us explore carefully.
Authentication
Members?
Perhaps it bears relation to a players' club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a players' club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you, after all. I promise to surpass even such lofty hopes as those. Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood! Persona! Now, Robin!
come! Go down!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. Beat him up.
You're right.
The crucial moments finally. Okay. So people are turning on us even in his survey? Nice. Oh! Okay. Oh!
I have to wonder if that's even possible until the last moment, because I, like a ton of times the buttons just weren't working, and then once I got all the way through, I'd get to the end one, and that left button just wasn't, it wasn't saying that it was being pressed. And so like at the end I had to like go, and then once it was diagonal left, then I had to press left right really quickly, I guess. I mean, I pretty much did the same thing 4 times in a row at the end there, and it just happened within that last second, so I have to wonder what the fuck's going on there. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Nice.
Hey! Okay. Hey!
I can't forgive them.
Welcome.
Wow! Well, what's up?
Hello.
Wow! Well, what's up? Hey! Welcome! What are your thoughts?
I'll just add this.
Oh, Mako-chan, I didn't realize we'd take the same train.
Haru, what a coincidence.
Oh, were you?
Yep. How should I put this? Our battles from this point forward are... So, I've been reflecting on our approaches to combat in the hopes of... In the end, I came up with something.
Me? Sure. If I can be of any help, I'd love to work with you on this.
I appreciate it. So, what I'm thinking is...
Mako-chan?
Now that I think...
Don't worry if it's your idea, Mako-chan.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Well, ready to hear it?
Huh?
So, any thoughts?
What a great idea! I'd be honored to help.
Oh, thank you. Well, I hope it works out.
Mm-hmm. Just leave it to me. But wow, Mako-chan, you come up with some pretty bold moves sometimes. I really look up to you for that.
Do you? I'm not sure how that makes me feel, but thank you.
The star will grant us our wish if it's based on such a great plan. I'm positive.
So, this is the location you've been using as a hideout.
I don't know why I don't remember this. Maybe it's because it only happened like once or twice previously, but I really, really like how Akechi is just the only one standing up and touching your chair like, hey, I'm like your right-hand guy, kinda, right? Which reminds me, that would be pretty cool to use only Akechi and Joker. 'Cause, like, I really like that buddy cop type thing, but I mean, there's like no reason to do it. That's the only problem. It's just like, yeah, I could figure out a way, but like I'm still only gonna have 2 turns when the game's made to have me have 4 turns. So it's like, I guess if I had like all of the elements and then he has the light and dark and physical and gun, but it's not worth it as cool as it would be.
Can we just get started?
Forced investigation will take place on...
Is there any possibility of that investigation being moved to an earlier date?
I highly doubt it.
How can you be so sure? Didn't they want to...
They may be corrupt, but they are still a bureaucracy. Certain steps must be taken in order to continue forward. Unless their situation becomes extremely dire, they won't act with only circumstantial evidence.
I'm impressed, Detective Man. You sure know a lot about internal affairs.
Yes, he is quite promising.
Well, this is a purely give-and-take relationship. You taught me the inner workings of the Phantom Thieves, so it's only fair I return the favor. And I will be sure to contact everyone if the investigation team makes any odd movements.
That would be helpful.
All right.
Listen up. Really? Listen up. That's...
Very well.
nice. Yep.
Huh?
All right, I'm gonna bust loose.
get moving.
Do you need something?
No slacking off.
Then... Then... Okay.
You little twit!
She's shown some respect. Prepare yourself.
Persona! Gary McCullough! You're mine. I am thou. I lend it! So bad. My skills exceed yours. Let's make this quick.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Oh,
you gotta watch them! Persona! How about this?
These are hers.
Nice move, Spot!
Persona! There!
Manifest!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I wish this would stop.
There's a treasure chest. Come, let's open it.
I've got the advantage. It might not have a weakness. Maybe try making it sleepy.
Mizuguchi, go down.
Well, if it has no weaknesses, why not try brainwashing?
This is my other self. I lend it. Someone finish it.
Persona! I was immersive.
Let's do this! Doesn't seem to have a weakness. Let's try making it dizzy. Such a pain.
Persona!
Follow with wind. No weaknesses? Well, how about we make it forget its
Some other
skills?
way. Persona! Tenacious.
Persona! Someone cover me!
You gotta catch them!
The final blow should be a work of art.
Follow my lead!
The pinnacle of beauty. All according to plan.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
They didn't stand a chance. Bored now. Go find a strong enemy.
The platform! We made it!
Using my persona to fight is more tiring than I imagined.
Don't overdo it and collect. Starting the search. I see it. There's a shadow. I found an interesting magazine the other day. I ended up subscribing.
I have a couple I follow too. They're all online, of course. I'll send you the result.
I've been working on the railroad all
the livelong day.
Wow, Skull, you're a terrible singer, but it's kind of fun. Hey. Surprise attack?
Persona!
Now just don't lose.
Thunderbird! There! This is my other self! Someone finish it!
Persona! Breathe and move on.
Oh, you want more?
Let's go. Go down!
Let me handle it. On your knees.
Amazing, Panther!
No sudden movements.
We can't talk right now.
Let's go!
Beat him up.
Okay. Huh. They were nothing.
We made it to the platform! We can get to the next area now.
All right. Well,
Yes.
What are your thoughts? All right, let's get moving. What's up?
I should write something.
So whenever you're watching this, I hope that you enjoyed my commentary and whatever limited gameplay I had. I know there was like a lot of cutscenes this time. You know, that's how this game is. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be continuing the commentary until the end of the game. I'm sure there'll be some stuff that will just be good to react to. Cause there was just so many things early on that, like, yeah, I had like a reaction here and there, but like, it was like literally one every 10 hours at the most. Like, it's like, okay, that's ridiculous. At least here it's like, okay, I don't know if they're changing dialogue or if it just feels like the dialogue means different things now that certain details have been emphasized or switched around or whatever. I mean, I don't maybe I just don't remember a lot of Ketchy's dialogue, but I feel like he's saying a lot of different things, a lot of new things, I should say. Like, I know he always was like, I'm on your side. I feel like he never emphasized, oh, don't worry, there's totally another villain besides you guys. And it's like kind of weird for him to be like emphasizing that point over and over again. And then on top of that, he's saying, oh, well, we'll disband once we find the other guy. But it's like, wait, how's that going to work? Because you know it's himself, as far as I know, unless they change it. So then, do you think that Joker will be caught and everybody else will disband? Like, you know, like that whole part of it in the original game never made sense. So I think they're going to address it in this part, where it's like, either he joins our side, and that's why he's not pursuing us in December. Or maybe, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much of a difference there is. Like, I've heard that there's, like, different endings, but I don't know enough. Like, I mean, like, Maruki, for instance, like, I don't have him at level 10, and I do have Kasumi at level 5, which is her max right now. And I'm planning to have Akechi maxed out, and then, you know, I assume Akechi being maxed out is all that matters kind of to this thing, I would think, this part of the plot. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, how much could they change it, right? But, you know, it's still pretty good. So far, everything's in the game's flowing really well. But yeah, so next time I play, which I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or not, but next time I play, it'll just be a lot of mementos. Pretty much just have to go through this entire area to get the stars and the people, and then unlock the next area and see how that goes too. So, yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.